All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back and set for the second round of the Clopton tournament. We're just under 4 minutes away from tip-off, and tonight our Ellsbury Lady Indians will square off against the Clopton Lady Hawks in what should be a tough game. Clopton ranked 2, I believe, and Ellsbury ranked 3rd. For Clopton, we're going to see in some combination Taylor Akers. She is a freshman guard wearing number 11. Number 22, a freshman guard, Jillian Lockard. Number 24, a junior guard, Maya Street. Number 31, a senior guard, Kerrigan Lockard. Number 35, a freshman guard, Kaylin Lockard. Number 42, a junior center, Caitlin Hammett. Number 44, a senior guard, Logan Hall. Number 51, a freshman forward. Number 53, Stephanie Talbert, a sophomore guard, and Allison Hunter, number 55, a junior forward. The head coach for the Clopton Lady Hawks is Devin Omohundro, and the assistant coach is Lisa Street. For Ellsbury, we will see number 2, Kaylee Martin, a senior guard. Number 4, Tanisha Henderson, a freshman guard. Number 10, Claire Henry, a junior forward. Number 12, Kylie Kinsler, a freshman guard. Number 15, Josie Horn, a junior guard. Number 20, Sydney Pickard, a senior guard and forward. Number 24, Tess Weekly, a junior guard. Number 25, Megan Hagemeyer, a junior forward. Number 32, Madison Kinsler, a senior guard. Number 41, Anna St. Pierre, a senior forward. And number 43, Tyra Henderson, a freshman guard and forward. The head coach for Ellsbury is Carrie Koch-Dowell, and the assistant coaches are Trudy Bull and Brittany Koch-Dowell. So we are just about a minute and a half from tip-off. I'm going to break away briefly for a message from one of our sponsors. Well, scratch that, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to get an early start, and I'm going to leave you briefly for the national anthem. All right, so we are back. I'm joined tonight by Chris once again, who will be providing some color and operating our camera. All right, starting for Ellsbury, number 2, Kaylee Martin. Number 15, Josie Horn. Number 24, Tess Weekly. Number 25, Megan Hagemeyer. And number 43, Tyra Henderson. For Clopton, we will see number 11, Taylor Akers. Number 15, Caitlin Kuntz. Number 24, Jillian Lockard. Number 42, Kaylin Lockard, and they have number 34, Kerrigan Lockard. I have a number 35. I'm going to go ahead and put that out to the side. I don't know which is correct. All right, and it looks like number 24, Jillian Lockard, will be jumping against Ellsbury's Megan Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer has the height and reach advantage. That doesn't always matter, and it doesn't now as Clopton controls the tip-off. On the outside now, I thought they were going to go ahead and take the three. Still on the perimeter, number 15 swings left, and they give it right back to her. 15 is Caitlin Kuntz. There's a two-pointer that's off the rim by Clopton, and Ellsbury comes away with it. Josie Horn fights to get free, and there's a dangerous cross-court pass to Kaylee Martin, who kicks it back out to Hagemeyer. And now Tess Weekly is going to slow it all back down. Pardon me, I still am getting my voice back from the holidays, ladies and gentlemen. Weekly nearly loses it, but hangs on and
makes another dangerous pass.
Yeah, Hagemeyer's trip to the basket was unsuccessful. Kaylee Martin pulled down the rebound and then quickly traveled.
Ellsbury starting off in a full court press.
And Clopton knew that, but they did throw it out of bounds, so Ellsbury will take. Josie Horn stuck in the backcourt. Not one of Ellsbury's more comfortable ball handlers. She does draw the foul. Tyra Henderson now has her shot blocked. She is triple teamed for a few seconds.
It's called for the travel.
Clopton inbounds in the backcourt and have their own struggles to get it across the timeline, but they managed to. Is picked off by Ellsbury. Here comes Tess Weekly. Only her second game back, I believe, since injuring her leg at the Winfield Boom Classic. Megan Hagemeyer dribbles into the double team, gives it up to Horn. Horn's shot is off the glass, rebounded by the lady. Hagemeyer with the pass to Henderson, who stops on the perimeter. That shot is against number 42, Kaylin Lockard, her first. Weekly makes good on the charity shot, giving Ellsbury the first points of the game. It's 1-0 Lady Indians. And the second shot misses. Henderson with an over the back.
She knew what she did as soon as she did to him.
And everybody else in the stands.
Had she not pulled her hands back, she might have gotten away with it.
Ellsbury picks off Clopton's inbounds pass. Kaylee Martin with the bounce pass to Hagemeyer at the top of the key. Hagemeyer gives it up to Weekly. Weekly for three, and it rattles in. It's 4-0 Ellsbury. And Kaylee Martin is going to get called with the blocking foul. She didn't think so. Pretty obvious. And misses, rebounded by Hagemeyer. Timeout. No. Excuse me.
Clopton player knocked it out of bounds.
Okay. I don't have the view down there that I normally do. I thought for a second
No,
Coach Dow had taken a timeout.
No, Hagemeyer had the rebound for a minute and had it knocked out from behind.
Madison Kinsler into the game for Ellsbury now. The combination of Kinsler and Weekly has been deadly in the past. Let's see if it proves to be now. It's with Kinsler once again. Nice pass down underneath to Hagemeyer, but she was too far under.
Nice play, though.
Glass and nothing else. Ellsbury gets it back with 3:36 remaining.
And full court press is off, it looks like.
Weekly over on the left. Weekly into Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer kicks it out to Martin. Martin for two. No good. Hagemeyer with the rebound. Hagemeyer for the long two, and she clips Webbing. Pardon me, it's 6-0 Ellsbury, and there's the first time out of the game taken by Clopton. All right, we are back, and I do probably need to apologize to our sponsors tonight. Our player is giving me a little bit of trouble. I'll work on that and hopefully no later than the second half have that fixed. Clopton for three, no good. Out of bounds, last touched by Ellsbury. And the beautiful inbounds pass results in the easy bucket off the glass. It's 2-6, Clopton's first points of the night. 2:31 remaining here in the first quarter. 15, Caitlin Kuntz, her first. Kaylee Martin just. Hagemeyer inbounds to Weekly, and it's stolen. And here come the Lady Hawks off the glass, and it's good. 6-4. Weekly now with the bounce pass to Horn. It was ill-timed, and it rolls right past Horn and out of bounds. Number 4, Tanisha Henderson into the game for Ellsbury. Clopton with possession on the outside. That's a foul on number 42, Kaylin Lockard, her second, and it gives Ellsbury the ball back as number 10, Claire Henry, checks in, and Megan Hagemeyer takes a seat. And the loose ball is picked up by Tanisha Henderson. The shot doesn't go, and Clopton gets it back. Clopton not finding a lane. That's to Ellsbury's credit, but they do launch the three, and it's good, 7-6. Clopton has their first lead. Henderson on, well, actually Henderson to Henderson now. And there's a pass to Kinsler, who nearly has it stolen from her, but hangs on. Into Tyra Henderson, who draws the foul against number 35, Kerrigan Lockard. Henry inbounds now to Tess Weekly. Weekly's pass right back to her was picked off by Clopton with 11 seconds remaining in the quarter. And Ellsbury's going to get it back with 3.1 remaining. It's difficult to imagine a scenario where they can score in that amount of time, but
you never know.
All right, and Claire Henry, I don't know if she didn't realize how close time was, or if she just couldn't get open or was insecure about it, but there's the buzzer, and it's a 7-6 Clopton lead after one quarter. All right, a one-point game, a fresh 8 minutes, a very low-scoring one-point game. If you're just joining us, Clopton has a slim 7-6 lead over Ellsbury. Coming off of the bench, rather. Ellsbury sends Madison Kinsler, Tess Weekly, Megan Hagemeyer, Claire Henry, and Josie Horn, and Ellsbury starts out with possession. There's a pass into Henry at the high post. She gives it back, and Tess Weekly doesn't get the shot to fall, but she does draw the foul, I think, on number 24.
Nope, now they're calling it an offensive.
Oh, they've switched it?
They switched it and called it a defensive foul, or offensive foul.
All right, so Weekly has the charge. And Josie Horn tied it up briefly, but lost it. Claire Henry gets it back, and Madison Kinsler has nowhere to go. She has it stolen just as she brings it across the timeline, and Clopton has controlled the tempo ever since that first Ellsbury timeout, at which point we led 6-0. Another turnover, and Ellsbury comes away with it. Claire Henry held on and got it to Weekly, who brought it down. So far, it's only the turnovers that I really have a problem with. They're playing with a lot of heart and fire, good defense.
Both teams.
And Josie Horn with a valiant effort to Clopton for three, and it's good. That was Caitlin Kuntz, her at least second of the night. That gives Clopton a 10-6 lead. And it's knocked out of bounds by Clopton. Claire Henry just took a seat as Kaylee Martin came back in. And that pass was easily read and easily picked. The shot attempt by Clopton was a Hail Mary. It didn't fall, but they drew the foul. You say number 12, Kaylee Martin?
I believe so.
Josie Horn. And the shot falls. .42, Kaylin Lockard that checked back in for her. Both chairs. There's another steal.
Yeah, that was another careless pass, too.
Boy, Ellsbury just fell apart after that timeout. They were so excited with that 6-0 lead.
You know, the more and the quicker they can involve Megan Hagemeyer in the offensive end of this game, the better things will be. She's been quiet for the last 2 or 3 games, so she's due.
She looks ready, too. She came out with quite a bit more aggression than we're used to seeing. Into the game now for Ellsbury. Number 20, Sydney Pickard. Tess Weekly did her best to force a turnover, but Clopton hangs on. Into the paint now is rejected by the Lady Indians, and here comes Tess Weekly.
And she's got it stolen.
To the glass goes Clopton's number 15, Caitlin Kuntz. It's 14-6 Clopton, and Ellsbury takes another timeout under much different circumstances. All right, coming out of the timeout, Ellsbury sends Tyra Henderson, Sydney Pickard, Megan Hagemeyer, Tess Weekly, and Kaylee Martin. There's the pass to Henderson at the high post. She wants to give it up badly, but can't. Instead, she rolls to the left. The shot attempt is no good. Clopton has it picked away. They got it back, though. It's been a game for turnovers.
That it has.
Clopton from downtown, and they drain it. That was number Ian Lockard. Hagemeyer kicks it back out to Pickard, who has nowhere to go. There's a bounce pass back to Hagemeyer, and Clopton is called for the foul. That's number 42, Kaylin Lockard. That's her third already. Into the game now, number 55. Who came in for Ellsbury? Madison Kinsler?
I believe so, yeah.
Hagemeyer, Henderson from the high post. It's no good. The Lady Hawks double dribble, and Ellsbury gets it back, trailing 17-6. Kinsler brings it across. Wanted the pass to Pickard, but it just didn't happen. There's a high and dangerous pass to Kaylee Martin, who gives it up to Pickard on the left side. Pickard can hit from downtown if she's open. Kinsler now with the basketball for Ellsbury, and boy, she nearly had it picked off again. There's the pass to Henderson. Henderson travels. Claire Henry checks back in for Ellsbury. Sydney Pickard is going to take a seat. .3:27 remaining in the half. Clopton with possession. Nice pass down underneath. Rejected by Ellsbury. Hagemeyer a lot more aggressive tonight than we've seen her in the past, and she draws the foul. 51, Logan Hall with her first foul. Gonna shoot a few from the stripe. She hits the first half of it, and it's a 10-point Clopton lead. Hardly insurmountable. But hardly desirable.
Well, I think those are the first 2 points Ellsbury's had this quarter, though.
I think you're right. Actually, since that timeout. That's against number 10, Claire Henry, and it sends number 35, Kerrigan Lockard, to the stripe, where she hits the first, making it 18-8. And she drains the second as well. An 11-point Clopton lead with just over 3 minutes remaining. Kinsler brings it across for the Lady Indians. There's the pass to Martin that goes quickly out of bounds. Oh, I thought they were going to take the three anyway. Good effort by Ellsbury to force the turnover. For three is Kuntz, and she's good again, 22-8. Megan Hagemeyer, the two from the high post, misses. Clopton nearly lost it a couple of times in that melee. And there's a drive to the basket, the handoff, and the shot off the glass by number 35, Kerrigan Lockard. Kaylee Martin, 3-on-1, made it nearly to the basket before she had to give it up to Henderson. Henderson's shot doesn't fall, and Clopton comes away with the rebound. Under a minute remaining in the half. For 24, actually, they're going to say she walked. That was Jillian Lockard. Tess Weekly on the outside. They get her open long enough. Will it fall? No. It looked good when it left. Seven seconds remaining. Martin off the glass, and she gets it to fall nearly at the buzzer. Be back in a few.
Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Ellsbury Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
These days, the concept of value matters more than hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented
of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 44 seconds remaining. Old Ellsbury during that halftime break.
I'm not quite sure. You know, whatever they were doing was working for the first quarter. And after that, things just kind of took a turn.
Since
so
that first time out.
I don't know what happened in that second quarter, but
the turnovers are killing us. I'm happy with the shot selection. We're not wasting the ball. It's just not falling.
But they've got to shut.
Misses, and Kaylee Martin comes away with it. Nice pass. Hagemeyer on the run.
Beautiful. There you go.
Yeah. She laid it in off the glass and drew the foul.
Get her going as soon as you can.
And Hagemeyer makes good. It's 24-13, an 11-point Clopton lead. To the basket goes Clopton. No shot, but the foul. That's on Tess Weekly. No, they're saying 25, Megan Hagemeyer. The shot falls for Clopton, putting them back up by 12. The second one misses. Hagemeyer just got a piece of the rebound. And Henderson took it from there. Hagemeyer goes to the high post where Horn picks it up and then gives it up to Weekly to the left of the key and about 8 feet back. Weekly with a great.
Beautiful.
25-15 now. Ellsbury's cut it to 10. Coons takes it to the glass and can't get it to fall. And then she yanks Megan Hagemeyer's arms out of her sockets. That's Kuntz's third. Horn on the outside. Freezes for a little while. That's never good.
No.
Another, a great pass into Hagemeyer that just didn't find its mark. And there's a turnover forced by Ellsbury. Henderson for two.
She got it.
And there's a timeout taken by Clopton. All right, girls.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school is a spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Tyra Henderson, Megan Hagemeyer, Kaylee Martin, and Josie Horn. Did it? I thought I saw him say 2-5. No, 2-4. You're right. Tessa's second. From the top of the key, Clopton can't get it to fall. And we've got a jump ball underneath the basket with the arrow going Ellsbury's way. The crowd not happy with that at all. Actually, no.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, okay, I was gonna say, Clopton stepped out as if the inbounds pass was theirs, but all right, so just over 5 remaining here in the third. An 8-point Clopton lead. Ellsbury with possession. Weekly for three, no good, and you could tell from the minute it left, we didn't have enough red shirts down underneath. And Josie Horn gets it to fall. That cuts the lead to 6. Number 24, Jillian Locker drew the foul in what looked like the sloppiest shot ever, but I think there might have been some. The lead is back up to 8 for the Lady Hawks. Weekly to Martin over on the left side. Martin with those quick hands finds Hagemeyer at the top of the key. Hagemeyer into Weekly, whose shot does not fall, and Clopton comes away with the rebound. That was a heartbreaker. They worked that patiently, and
it almost seemed that Wheatley was actually surprised to be as open as she was.
It actually surprised me to see her shooting from there. That's really not where you find her, and they left her all the way open. Number 24, Jillian Lockard buries the three. I don't know how that happened. Nobody even tried to defend, and it's 30-19. Clopton goes all the way to the hole, and number 15 back in for Ellsbury here in a few seconds. They're on the run. Well, Chris, they took your advice. They got Hagemeyer.
It won't be if they can't stop the shooting of Clopton.
And it's out of bounds, last touched by Clopton. Madison Kinsler and Claire. Excuse me, number 11, Taylor Akers. Another good job getting it to Hagemeyer, but they might have gotten it to her too soon. And Kuntz with another steal all the way to the glass. And the easy bucket resides with Ellsbury as Madison Kinsler barely gets it into Hagemeyer on the other side of the timeline, but another Clopton steal. And they didn't. To the glass goes Kuntz. And she got too far underneath for the shot to fall, but she drew the foul. That is on number 10, Claire Henry, her second. Kylie Kinsler checks in for Josie Horn. The shot does not fall. Claire Henry has the rebound and gets it to Hagemeyer, but Ellsbury's going to have to move fast. It was meant to be a quasi alley-oop to Hagemeyer, but it was poorly timed and ended up out of bounds. Kuntz takes a seat for Clopton. Clopton takes a few extra steps, and with a little over 20 seconds, Jillian Lockard. Henderson for two, buries it.
Oh.
In and out, it's 35.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
All right, Ellsbury has precious little time to close the gap.
They had this to a 6 or 7 game, and then things just went south.
Yes, they did. Clopton for the two. It's no good, but they get the rebound, and they step in for the short floater, which puts them up by 14. Henderson. Oh, she had guts enough to take it all the way in and try and put it up, but she took a few too many steps on the way. Clopton off the glass, and it's good. Tess Weekly, Josie Horn, and Rebounded by Weekly. Here comes Weekly. Will she go all the way to the glass? She will. It's in and out. Rebounded by the Lady Hawks. And Kuntz lays it in off the glass yet again. It's 41-23. Number 42, Kaylin Lockard, set to check back in for Clopton. Nice pass into Hagemeyer. Her steps. Out of her for taking it. She doesn't take many.
She had a good look. Might as well.
Blocking foul now against Kaylee Martin. Her second. With less than 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. It's an 18-point Clopton lead. Kuntz's shot rattles out. And that is Kaylin Lockard called for the foul on the rebound attempt. Her fifth. And there's the charge against Clopton. That's number 24. Jillian Lockard, her fourth. That's another foul on number 24, Jillian Lockard. And that's her fifth. Number 13, Megan Harrelson, checks in for her. Hagemeyer misses. The score stays 41-23 and Clopton has the ball back. Not the scenario you ever want. And there's a full timeout taken by Clopton. We will return.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, to call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
All right, and Ellsbury sends out Tyra Henderson, and Megan Hagemeyer. I'll get the Hendersons right one of these days. And Kuntz came dangerously close to stepping on the line. She hung on, but number 55, Allison Hunter, takes a few more steps. Weekly all the way to the basket, and it's good. 41-25. Good D by Kaylee Martin. There's a reach in by Martin. It'll be her third, I think. Third round of applause as she takes a rest. As does the second. That was Megan Harrelson at the stripe, and it's Horn to Henderson. Henderson can't get it to fall, but she's fouled by Harrelson.
Better Healthcare. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at Medicine.
Early, and we've been behind ever since. Backcourt, and here comes Kuntz.